Good morning.
Stretch out. Where did you do the 100% sweet dog?
What's that?
Did you do the 100% sweet dog?
Honestly, you've taught it to me twice, and I have yet to organically get to
I
it.
don't think he gets that position, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's not usually where I go to. I usually go to the shoulder crunch, and then do the modified scissor sweep from there.
I'm focusing on brain stomp.
Yep,
And that's
absolutely.
why I brought up that I think knowing it to counter it is going to be good. A lot of the use it against you, we didn't roll in a different position somewhere. But, the Irishman is getting me right. So, maybe stress more on what minutes or class about. Get you a sweat session for long. How are you doing these days? You're coming night classes doing E and you're doing the night classes in E. I noticed. Aren't you? Didn't I see it the night class?
No, at the moment.
Oh, it was morning. Oh, it was a morning class. So we ate that.
Monday, Friday, tomorrow.
Did you start at 10? You came from the gym, right? You came from the gym? Okay. Stretch whatever you got. You get your head over there. I'm trying to get the camera. So, the biggest thing I want to think about is in any position that you get into is underhooks and cross body control. So when I say cross body control, if it's too loud, I get censored in the music. It's muted because of copyrights. Anyway, cross lateral, meaning so I'm controlling this hip, I want to get that shoulder and vice versa. But what else I can do by, let's say he's doing a good job of using his tools, his feet, his knees in front of me and his head, because I can start controlling his knees and his elbows. So if he's keeping his line straight, it's preventing me from getting chest to chest, or getting my hip to his hip, or my knees to his shoulders and hips, and his my elbows under his head. I have to mitigate that with gravity. You should use your length, meaning if my butt is lower than my chest, he wrestles your nose. If my butt is lower than my chest, I cannot create any downward pressure here. So what I like to do, and I like to tell the females and the taller people, is I can put my chest, here's the center of his body, on this side of his mouth, to drive it into his spine, to the back of his elbow. So I'm trying to drive it into this side. So not only am I focusing on cross lateral, but I'm also focusing on directional pressure. So this is going to be the invisible jiu-jitsu that you're going to hear about. So if I just sit here and hug him, I'm bear hugging him, I'm bringing his body into my torso, and I'm not doing anything other than clinging onto him, right, like a football. But now, if you see him, my knees are down, but I'm not connected, so there's no connection in my knees, and I'm not going to be connected to his elbows, but I'm going to put my weight on top of him, and I'm going to try to keep it on the center. This is the least effective side control even though it looks like it. So my shoulders are going to be higher than my butt, my knees are not connected, my elbows are not connected, and I'm trying to just pressure him in. So how, you being a good practitioner, how secure do you feel right now?
Oh, I'm fine. This doesn't bother me at all.
So I'm not doing anything effective. What about you?
Yeah, still very little. You're controlling my head, but I got plenty of movement with my hips, so I can bring them in very easily.
Now we're going to use frames in this play. He knows how to put his frames in. We've talked about frames and what can you do for it. I just want to show you what he's going to do correctly, bringing all your frames in. Right? Let's do this one. So, in that same sense, my knees aren't connected, my elbows aren't connected, and my chest isn't connected. And I'm hanging. So what I want to do is shift my weight back.
Now what do you think? Now I'm getting a lot more pressure from your head, my shoulders aren't going to be mobile, and the only thing that's keeping your hips away is my legs. My hips also kind of killed. I'm much less mobile here.
So that little shift in changing my butt is going to help you a lot. It's not that it won't help you guys, but you understand it's going to affect him differently because he's longer. So when you get there, I want you to cross this. I want you to think of this is not 100%. I'm not saying never ever frame in front of the face. And for you, it's going to work better if it's cross face. Do this elbow hip.
So now you've got a lot of space to connect to. So now I'm holding this shoulder, and I'm controlling his hip, and my head's tweaking his spine.
So all I want you to do is practice holding somewhere in that position. So we're going to go from side control, which is a real shitty side control, none of my elbows and knees are connected to the body. I come here, and then he's going to put in his frames. Then now, now you're good. So frames means he's got his forearms under my neck, under my hips, and he's got this knee under my hip. So I'm about to lose this position. So I'm going to shift back, put my head on his heart, get on my active toes. So now I've got connection here in his elbow, on my elbow, and I've got my elbow here on his head. I'm going to start working on a pass from that. So I just want you to feel comfortable being salvaging this position you're about to lose.
Quick point on frames. Be careful framing off with your hands.
And it's a good point because you notice that I'm not going to cover it. I should have mentioned to all of this. If he puts his hand on my love handles or on the side of my wrist and I hip switch, meaning I'll show you how to do it, his elbow is locked in the mat, it breaks his wrist. And it happens to you once or twice, something so what we usually do either karate grip, or we're working on this part of the blade that's in the hip, or we can make a fist. This is a conscious effort to work. I'm not using this, I'm using this. Okay? Trying to get that just a little elbow pin. If I can't get the whole knee, I'm just getting the knee underneath the kneecap and the hip. If I can't get the whole elbow, I'm just getting the. And if I get a good side control, so knee and elbow connected to his shoulder and his hip. This elbow is connected. I'm trying to grab his armpit if I can. So I'm going to be able to cross those little shoulder against his elbows here. So I'm not squeezing him, I'm just making connection. And what he's going to do is, he needs that right elbow. I want you to look at here and that and punch this guy. And what that does, it creates elbow from to suck that elbow back in. And what that's usually going to do is create my motion to come in here. His left hand is going to come under my chin. And he's going to palm on my shoulder. So he's kind of flicking his wrist under my jaw so that if I start driving into him, boom, his forearm is going to choke me more. If I'm going to direct it to normal time. Right? So now what have I lost? I lost hip, I lost shoulder. I'm about to lose the elbow because now I got to concentrate to go back. If he elevates his foot above his right knee and his right leg, his foot's got to be elevated above his knee. That lowers his position of his knee to give him my hip. So if I drive into him, I've got nothing but skeletal frames. But now, if he tries to lead with the knee higher than his foot, keep your foot lower than your knee, like down by your butt. Like that. Can you see the difference? I don't know why, but that just changes that whole positional access. From here to there. Now my foot, when the foot is here, you can't get that knee. But not as effectively as that. Now you can open it back. So that's the whole hitting frames that I'm not trying to show right now, but I want you to use that tripod. You guys are impressive with leverage. He does a really effective job. He's going to sprawl. Can you hear his legs will sprawl? Lose my little toes connected to his feet. Once my toes lose connection, tripod is us, and then the crab crawls around the shoulder. After whatever position he's at, here. really slow. You're still at the point where you're like, I gotta control, and it's cool. I mean, it's the whole progress. Being efficient. I hate when people start telling me, oh, you do old man jujitsu. Yeah. But it is just being efficient. So we're gonna do a couple of reps of this. It's for this top person to change their body position, and I'm trying to get my frames in, and I need to get up. So it's something as soon as he comes in, I get my frames, and then shift his butt back, his head's gonna pin me, and in order to either cross fix or even under my hip on the side, so that I can't re-guard. Put your mat and actually be closer to my butt before. Playing that little game. I'm not trying real hard, he's just kind of playing along here. So, let's see. You're gonna be on the bottom. Yep. Let's pick you on the bottom. So, exactly what you're doing. That's a perfect speed. I want you to see it. Is your frame free? Try to regard. That's it. You want to feel it again, or here? Let's start with no frames. So you're actually going to get your frames in. You being taller is going to be something I want you to set to the least of your elbows as much as you can. Whenever you're moving, I want you to think you're going to be able to ball knees and elbows. Right, so it's almost like a little sense. So your connection is this means elbow. That negates, that should negate your elbow. So if you're still up here, bring this knee out towards his ear, over outside. You see how that just took up that space there? This is what you don't want to do. This one, when you get to your phone, I want you to feel like you're doing this. You're not stopping. Why do you feel that? You're not doing this space just yet. You kind of risk with this, so this is under control. You're not pressuring, you're not giving any aspect of it. It's just the one that pushes this one. He's doing it to himself. So, your elbows kind of connected. You're ready to close. You need that hand. If you somehow start to sweep, see that position? Okay. So, since you got this great grip, let's reach over and grab this scapula or shoulder blade. Look how space just adjusted. Now, you got this space. So this should be very uncomfortable. Like you're sucking up all the time. So without contracting the muscles, I just want you to hold that position with those connections. This knee and elbows going through his head. I want you to punch the sky with your right hand. The other right hand. Okay. And now rotate your shoulder off the mat. And now rotate and set your elbow into that other knee. That's how we're going to try to get that back. He's not going to touch you. So I might take a couple times. As you're here, your space underneath his jaw. 1 minute. So, if you go here, get that so, if you can, I'm giving you what he knows you're going to do. Right? And so now you can start elevating your right knee and trying to get there. It might take a couple of hip switches, so, starting with those first. Alright. Remember, you're just connecting chest to chest. You're almost trying to stay on that side of this. Is the breath of that. Can you feel the difference? It should be compressing into the spine. Just a little bit, just a little connection. Okay? So now, you're holding about 40%. You're just getting your frame. Once you get your frames in, he's going to adjust as well. Let's do a little bit more elbow on this. That's going to be easy. So now you should feel the skeletal resistance, right? Yep. So if you need to shift your abs or your knees back a little bit, above the forehead, you're going to start. Now, active toes, tripod your butt up in there. Now, you should be able to pummel this hand. I'm going to show you. Take some breath. That's excellent. If you got it, you can see you can no longer do that. So now you can either rotate more south or you can bring your right knee into this hip pocket. On this hip, sorry. And now I want you to go to your belly position. Put your right hand on the shoulder. The shoulder is right there. So that's going to be your progression. So that's going to be your post-hard sweeps, 100% sweep. You're working on frames regarding and getting in this position. You're not muscling into the pass. I wish you guys had a pass.
Knee on belly. How much you feel? You're really nice. He appreciates that. If I'm here, like this is all my weight.
Good.
Where you want to be is here. As I posture up, you get more, but you're less able to move away, especially if I get connected. Right. I come in, the weight goes off.
Good.
I want that weight on it. I need to hold him down, because otherwise, if the weight's not on there, you're going to turn whichever direction.
Okay. I don't play with pressure because I want you to work on points. You're not thinking about points right now, but the time getting the knee on belly is. If you're stuck, then you can't move. But I want you to be able to think of different pressure if you want to swim. We're working on just getting your hip. So you start working that knee over to get to mount. So you're going to get knee on belly and then mountains. Hold that position. Yeah.
So something I've noticed with knee on belly is there's a natural feel that for whatever reason, where you put your knee changes how he wants to react to it. So right now, it's fairly high into his chest, and that generally is going to make him want to come to me. If I come here, and then I drive it in, generally he's going to feel like coming towards me. Turning into me is going to be his best bet. If I come across the hip here, this is an easier position for him. It doesn't hurt him so much. But it makes, for whatever reason, him feel like going that way is going to help him. Now, that helps you get to mount, absolutely. If I'm here, and he turns away from me, great. But you kind of have to play with the position. This is the journey that I'm working with right now. We'll work on that, but be aware that where you put the knee.
I don't put the pressure on the sternum anymore because I'm playing with what Tanner's been playing just right here. Keep my hand on his head, which is a whole other thing. So I got me on belly position right here. He's like, I'm gonna escape. He's gonna rotate his knee. And I'm just gonna drive my knee back over. So I'm gonna go right over into that. And that's why Tanner's teaching me sweep and block the knee. But I'm fighting the underhook, so I'm trying to stay on top. I feel that for me right now, if I go strength for strength, I'm trying to call it and feel it. I'm just doing it. I've got the biggest list. Because when they start doing that, I'll just go to something else. But right now, I just want you to work on transition. I mean, he's not wrong. It's just it's more of a game, just kind of shit. I don't like to do it because it keeps me more when it's like, oh, I'm controlling you. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No.
Yeah.
I'm generally not doing knee payload. Like I was pulling up on him, but I was trying to emphasize the weight difference.
Yeah. There's a whole thing like this.
And so that's where I'm playing with it.
And when you do a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you're going to get stuck inside. So your first lesson from my goal is escaping and staying safe. Right? For you right now, we're working on your transition to get to better positions. So for the new wrestler, he's going to have to start playing off his back because that's where he's not comfortable. He's not used to it.
It's a shitty 6 months.
It's a shitty 6 months because he knows how to move, he knows how to not get hurt, he knows how to move his body effectively. he's not going to be comfortable on his back. Like you are not comfortable not being on your feet.
Okay.
We'll work on that. So side control. I think you should be on bottom.
Sure.
Right? You're just going to work on better control.
Okay.
We're watching a little bit.
Not the transition, just really good second.
I just want you to get to side control and maintain side control.
Okay.
And if you want to get to the belly and mount, that's fine. It's more like him working on getting his frames. You don't want him to get frames, you work on his side control. What happened?
I just hooked his elbow with my, hooked his shoulder with my elbow.
So, what happened? If your head's a little too far, push your head onto his heart. Push your forehead onto his heart, and then you start elevating. Let's, if he starts reaching and walk that way. Fine. This is why we're doing it. I want you to fail sometimes. You're gonna default to what you've been doing. I'm just giving you a different way to try it.
Yeah.
So you gotta do your shoulder blades, but not with your hand, your head. Now we're just now Brandon, you're gonna watch it. So I'm not feeling your knees connected. I want your knees and elbows connected. I want overlapping your elbows and your knee on this side. You're not bringing your elbow back. Just across this. Putting your left knee overlap. That can still connect you. Bring your left knee. Widen your knees. Feel that wideness in your hips right now? That's a little uncomfortable for you. It'll be get more comfortable. So now we're just trying to keep those elbows and knees connected. So less muscle. But just stay loose if you can. Breathe. Beautiful. Position your hand over. Breathe back in. Shift your head back. Shift your head back. Your head's a little too far. Slump over. Shift your head back in the chest. I want you to elevate your hips. Scoot your butt back. Get your butt up in the air and get on the active toes. You got the balls of your feet. You're giving your wrist. I want your ass up way up in the air. Get on the balls of your feet. It's going to feel weird. So I'm going to naturally turn into you. I want your right hand to go into my right hip pocket. Right hand. That's my left side pocket. Right there. Put the palm here on that. That's a control position. No muscle, you're pinning.
Was I way too late on, like, actually, like, because your leg was way in my territory.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what he did. He's been over to you. He won the drill. Yeah, I wasn't trying. No, he's not. But that's what you're going to get.
Okay.
So once he starts losing the frames and he's not choking himself, he's in a comfortable position. What his right hand's doing is it's preventing me from framing into him with my knee, and the moment I start trying to go away from him, his hand is going to follow my hip. If you rotate my knees in that direction, my shoulders are going that direction, you can already hear that I can't talk. So this is what we're trying to do. Make it uncomfortable for me. And he can go wherever he wants.
Yeah.
What Brendan was able to do effectively moving front, he was able to keep his knees, and he's really good at rotating his head as he brings his knee. So now he's kind of driving his knee down and bringing his head up. And it's okay. That's what you're going to want to do. So as you start seeing him and me go, he knows I do that to him a lot. He starts turning into me instead of going away from me. So I go right to myself. I try not to let him even turn into me. But it's feeling like that, you know. You gotta feel it. So let's get you guys to the top and bottom of each other. 20%. Because you're gonna be doing way more effort than you need to than you realize. Try to get on the same side, Joe's gonna be on his right side. For now. You can do ab reductions on both sides, but just right now, drill it a few times. Put your frames in grade. Left hand under his chin if you can.
Good job rotating it down. Ready.
That's it. Switch up. So it's controlling. We're not rushing to that submission or rushing to the hand belly, rushing to the eyes. I just want you to pull it over. How much do you have? 1.7? 1.7. Get your frames in. Less muscle, more connections, Position. Great, start putting that. He got his knee in, I want you to pummel that under his butt cheek. Nope, in front of his knee. In front of his hip. You get really close, palm down. Now drive. See how his hip's now no longer there? That's all you're doing. Reset. Now, I'm gonna do it to you. And you're gonna try to get this in there. Down soft. And if you can coach him to do something.
Step away. Way to give yourself a little bit of space and then come back in. Yep. The shrimps that we do that look ridiculous, this is the point of it. That the way you get your knee back in a lot of times it's going to be this foot here. The hips run away. Lets me bring my knee down, my foot up, and then I can drive it back in. So the shrimp, and then a reverse shrimp. Come back.
So I'm putting pressure on your chest and making you feel uncomfortable. I'm not doing it intentionally, but inadvertently makes you less effective. Because it's bigger, I put a little bit more pressure on it. You're going to be getting more pressure. You're going to be getting pressure. So, being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. You're still going to be able to breathe, you can track. Your core still tight, you can still breathe. Get to where you need to breathe, frames, and then breathe. And then move to a better position. Start with this again. I didn't pee as much because I want you to get your friend, I want you to put the food in. That's the whole point. I want you to get what I want and then kind of hold your head, don't back to your chest.
One thing I want you to see is I'm not, when I do this punch to try and get my elbow in, this isn't a
I just want you to know that.
So all I'm really doing is it's a pop for space. Okay. That wasn't, I'm not using constraint, I'm not using all of that. I'm trying to get a little bit of momentum put into him to open him up a little bit. And then I'm throwing him back in and trying to
His shoulders are broken. It's not so much punching, but I want you to think of a punch because I'm making you reach in there. But I didn't anticipate want you to take it as an absolute thing. But you're really rotating that shoulder, creating that fulcrum to the elbow. Now if you're instinctually, put my hand up. Waiting for you to put that, or waiting to slip that one.
That's the conversation Tanner talks about.
Now, he's got his path. I want you to work on these frames. This is just going to be your shape. What he's doing is he's not even using this frame, and he's getting his knee in because he's framing to what's called like a side guard. But don't worry about it. It's a thing.
Sorry.
No. No. I want you guys to work on the fundamentals in the way it should be done, and then you can start playing with this. But if you do only learn this, you're going to go to this every time. You're not going to know this. There's nothing wrong. But you can understand, and I know you understand why I'm saying this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They need to know this because if all this fails, at least now, if he's trying to smash the shit out of me, these frames are helping me breathe. Now go ahead and smash me as much as you can. I'm going to try to talk through it and try to breathe. And he's not, I got nothing, but I got these frames. At least I can stay safe and start going right into it. Right? And he's going to use his head sometimes. And if I don't get this correctly, he's pinning this and start attacking this. This frame does nothing for him once he starts attacking this American. I got to immediately start doing my defense on this. My whole position changes now. I went from framing to like, oh shit, he's about to get me. And we'll talk about that later, but just we're gonna get in these frames. Let's drill it a couple more times and then we'll start rolls. Tell me you gotta get out of here. You guys leave that pretty.
I do that the opposite.
So you just a couple of rolls in and try and control that hip. Breathe. Let's actually, you know what? Let's get your hand here, and I want you to think of the palm of your hand. Put your elbow down now. Get there. And if you get in the heat, you grab the hand, like, grab the butt cheek.
Yeah.
Actually, grab the butt cheek right there. Tanner actually grabbed my fucking crap and held me. What I want you to do is right there, it's your forearm that's connected to his butt cheek.
Yeah.
That's preventing him from getting that knee in. So, this time you're going to get his left frame under your chin and not skip it so he doesn't go to his knee to the side right. And we're just going to have you position your head right there. So just start right here. And don't choke yourself, but still stay connected to that frame that's across under your chin. And use your head position to pin his lungs to the mat. Ready? Go. Back to toes, front toes. That's what I want you to feel. This should be uncomfortable for them. It's not fun. That position. Try to get there. So you can see the difference now. What you did is you shifted your weight from bare head, and now your ass is off, but you're angling into the mat. You see that?
A little more shoulder into the chest, head, a little bit more across it.
Into the connection, it's not the strength as much as it. You're 200, over 200 pounds or under over 150. Really good. Let's start with that little hand on the head. Palm down, elbow should be elbow down as low as you can. Your forearm should be like right through the butt cheek. So now active toes, lift your ass in the air, shift your head back. Try to compress his spine to his left lung. Now go ahead and start reburning that right knee. Drop the hip. So
that is why you don't go too far. When he's saying put the head into the lung, and even if you put the cross face here, I'm still trying to use the reach there. If I start coming way over here, then this elevates, and I go last.
So this is what I'm saying with all of you too, is if you start feeling you're losing that center of gravity, where you're just rotating your weight, your hips over your own body, do a halo fall and just let everything go. So, he's going to regard it as a place to do. But as soon as I start losing this position and it starts sweeping me, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be that efficient, but it's not going to work that smooth. He's being nice. I'm just exaggerating. So it's going to look like that. Right? Okay. I'm not losing my position, hopefully, but he knows that in that split second, he's got to regard. That's the scramble. It's effectively going from one space to another. You start losing that position, bro, you're fucking good. What's he gonna do? It's not the worst position for a person on bottom. He's got to start scaling up more.
Do escapes have any kind of, like, if you're just in a down position, the other person escapes, that points at all?
I think AGF did reversal points, but not escape points.
There's a couple of rules. I have to look.
Yeah.
Some might be confused with ABCs with a submission. There's something about if there's a submission, you go out now, but I can't remember if it's ABCC. I'll have to look it up.
If you flee out.
If you flee out of that. So I'll look it up. Don't worry. Right now, what I'm trying to get you to do is get into traditional positions. They're going to be advantageous for you, which is going to be advantageous for him too, in being in a law enforcement situation where you're not losing the top position. You might lose total control, but you're still maintaining the top position. If you start feeling someone get really squirrely, break contact, create some distance. You're dealing with someone who's, even if you do get them in a good pinning position, they're not going to stop fighting. They're going to bite you. They're going to do something you don't want to do. You don't want to do. Make sense? Like, you know, in the military, like, even in a medical situation, you got to combat them. I'm down now, but I'm not.
Yep.
It's a day. Oh, let's roll 1 second. You got to go?
No, I have a video that I want to show you. I want to show
To the class or?
Yeah.
I'll start the rounds and then we'll. We'll see the video on this one. Let me. Do you have any questions about that, or did it make sense, or?
That made sense for the most part, yeah.
So, this is very obviously kid wrestling. But what I want you to see, what he's talking about staying on top, and he's not holding it. That's my 9-year-old that came into it. Turn around, take down, he gets on top. This is the part, watch. As the other kid kind of floats, your ball. The other kind of just lets him up, but he's just staying. I'm just gonna stay right here on top. He's just kind of moving around and just staying on top. He frustrated the fuck out of that whole guy. But pretty much this entire round was that. Just kind of stay on top. Stay on top. I'm not trying. He wasn't trying to fit. He got into a couple of positions where he gets near fall. But the
Ended up fucking quitting after that, but that's what happened.
Starfish on the current.
yeah, but
So, Brandon, you mind going with breaking? And then, watch his knees. I know he's fine, he's grown ass man, but I'm still worried about his knees. Just a reminder, he had knee surgery,
I'm so good at tapping.
and he's old, and slow, and weak. Don't grab those knees, but we're gonna go with trying to control him. I mean, it's gonna be fumbling, but you're in dominant position and controlling position. Remember, when you're connected, you make a fixed.
You guys want to? Okay. But I just want you to be careful. Don't throw the way over. That's very nice. Oh. I'm just asking. Don't really go to town. Good?
8:26, last round.
Space, space, space. Yep. Head in, head in, head in, head in. Up, good. New frame. Good, pressure up. Pressure up. Pressure in. Don't want to put commands there. Just use one. So that's the other hand. Yeah. No worries. One hand on the knee. There we go. Up. The other knee. Back to the chest. Hands up. Once again, break the hip. We go flat for unders. Turn past the arc, turn the guard, and use just your super cement. There's your arm on the side here. There we go. Monstrosity, pop down. Other knee goes through first. There we go. Now the rest of it. Yep. Bring it in. Go. It's been good. Hold. That's 1. 3. 2-point side control. Nice and easy. Frames. Around his head. Start attacking that arm finger on. Try to get that left hand or his hip if you can. Put that right arm around his head. Raise his other side. Good. Yeah, turn it from the right side. Good. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Breathe. Stay safe. Bring on your side. Watch that right hand. You try to control that shoulder. Might have to go belly down a little when you're tight and nothing like that. I know it looks like knees, big base. Bottom knee through. Go mount on top of there. Bottom knee through. On top of it. Bottom knee through. Right knee through. Yep, I pull over on it. There you go. And goes up. Right up. Sorry, show it on back. Right that choke. Get your hips free when you can. Chin tuck. Down your side, don't let anybody back, turn all his weight. Turn to your right, check that right elbow. Bring your knee up over the bottom of the ring. Try to get that top left knee over his right knee. Turn on his hips, turn on his chest. Turn on his hips, down side, zero chest. Inside foot position. 4 points now. Bridge and frame. 50 seconds, guys. Yep. Over under. Switch your grips. One up, one down. Nope, one same arm. One up, one down. There you go. See, press it right towards his neck. There we go. Give a nice knee kick when you can. Good. And roll. Dismount far side. Dismount away from that arm. Dismount far side. That's it. Off that down. I want you to get that arm push down. I want you off that arm on the far side. We'll be more stable. There we go. Arms down. Up over far side. Shake. Nice and easy. Good. Back again. Go to the mat. Go to the center. Turn chest to your left. To your left. To your left. Get that right arm around the mat. Good job. So this is usually an attack. This is bigger, stronger, and younger. And I'm going to fight the same ankle. That's why I think an attack is someone who needs education. So that's that other realistic thing. You good. Stay safe. Right? You went up your shoulder position was good. You can hear me say near side, far side. Good, okay? Near side always means the side of the most should not be further. Far side means not the side of the most. Okay. So, with that, with the arm, you're going to try to get that. You're taking it's just now. Yeah. So, once I get these hands, so you're trying to squeeze this. This is going to feel like
Right now, you just learn just in a good gym, you have competitors and wrestling. You're getting into sports, but it's all based on fundamentals. So the reason why they have a system is because they want to focus on.
I'm not going to keep holding on to it. I'm going to go wrist to wrist.
Whereas like in wrestling, you can't do certain things or certain things you can't do it. Because there's some issues. So with this, I would say you got someone like we'll tell you, hey, this is jiu-jitsu, this is way. So you see how it's from little conference, as he's a very strong. I'm just kind of letting
Instead of being able to do it,
that's why he was trying to do it.
that shoulder gets
Now I don't have to go. So, if you do these great positions, you're going to get a shot. Absolutely. From toe all over.
Giving up. You're not giving up now. You're giving up.
I'm the only one using this two
Even if you give up that, giving it up, so you don't end up
So you are training jiu-jitsu for control, which is going to help you.
why the fuck am I going to give it up to more guard?
So these control positions, just like wrestling, you can never be instructor. You can determine when it goes away. That's like an addict. That's why this is you can. We give you at least 6 months.
In some places, if I can get my hands, can you get that on free? I'll get it. I week
For him, because his biggest one is going up.
Where's my
He does a lot of things against me.
I know. Go back.
You know,
Now,
it's not good.
we collect another 4 points. I don't lose any points for backing up the side.
So, but if you have a question, you will I get that.
I was attacking you.
Looks like you punched the
And
ball.
now I can collect 4 more.
Yeah, when you push the ball.
Okay.
This is
A
better.
little bit of strategy.
When I tell them, I feel vulnerable. Yeah, but you're not going to really going to be a good shot. That's yeah.
Fall back.
Yeah. What if you did a shot, which is crazy? That's how it works. So, but I use that now here in crazy shoulders. I do shots in jiu-jitsu. I go to jiu-jitsu and I'm doing law enforcement. I start law enforcement leg attack. Doesn't make any sense. I have copies of that.
So we're trying to collect those.
I can't do my team kind of shit. They're not. I did a couple things to my back. I did jiu-jitsu. Force me to go home. In jiu-jitsu, yes. Well, he was asking, like, should you focus on jiu-jitsu or more street fighting? And I said, you're going to learn good control from jiu-jitsu. That's going to open up strikes, or at least expose you to strikes, and you know you're going to get a shot that's not going to be a definitive shot. But I'd say learn the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu, and then your grapples give you 6 to 24 months of advance over something like 0 experience, especially the second person. You need to be comfortable. Like, working for your back for 6 months is going to be really so. And everybody says that has that wrestlers that come in and wrestlers are dominating and you're sitting on top, but they don't know how to pass the ball. So I know when I get a wrestler, and I know you know this too, I get to wrestle, I'll go in my heart. They don't know what to do. Yeah. Or they'll get me inside control and I'll try to sweep them and they're not controlling me, but they're like, well, I don't know. And I'm just randomly sending you videos too.
Yeah, I know, I appreciate it. I've been checking them out.
Sometimes I forget to send a message, I'm like, oh, right.
That 10 planning competition is insane.
Oh, EBI?
Oh, it's bad.
I miss doing that every night. Go and go rock, bring each other. Once they're trapped, they're fucking trapped.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Oh, it's crazy. Alright, see ya.
So, the first competition I did was actually AGF. And I've been doing jiu-jitsu for just over 6 months.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm gonna try and compete. My